Hello my friends and welcome to my first ever Minecraft map. Now this is just going to be a single recording, it's not a series, it's nothing like this. This map was actually the first map I ever played. It was version 1.6 I believe, it was before the horses. And there's horses in this map because I played it until that point where I realized that the biomes were all screwy and then I stopped. But I got a lot done. So this was the first map I ever played, and I actually spawned over there somewhere, and then I just started building a house in the side of this hill. So I'm going to give you all a tour. Don't mind I'll take you to that area after this area, but this was my first house. It started out as this square right here. So originally this wasn't here. It went all the way across, and then I dug down and I built a kitchen. Do you like my kitchen? It's a kitchen. And I got my food and stuff here. And then I realized this was actually a storage area. Or no, this was an indoor farm. That's right. This was an indoor farm. And then I turned it into this lovely little sitting area later. So yes, there's that. And then I decided I wanted to be able to fish inside. So I made an indoor fishing pond. I just stand here at the end and cast my fishing line, and I can stand here and fish to my heart's content. And I got my melons growing in here, and I got my brewing station over here, and then I've got all my potions that I was working on making, and my cocoa beans. And then I started to build off this way, so I've got my enchanting station right here, and I started to build a room there and then changed my mind, so that's closed off. But yeah, there's my enchanting table here. Fine enchanting table. And then I've got my extra armor here. Now, I ended up building a tower. And it's because I've got railways connecting all of my different houses. And I have multiple houses. They go off in every direction. So we'll get to that in just a moment. I'm just going to take you around here a little bit and then we'll take the tower. But I'm going to take you a different way to the tower because I'm going to show you around. So I did start out kind of going out this way, and then I built a tunnel there. So I built an underground tunnel that goes all the way over to that base over there. But we'll get to that in a moment. Like I said, let's take you upstairs. I decided I needed a mine shaft. So that was the first thing, a big thing I built was a mine shaft. Now I started this storage area here that's a little better organized. I've got everything labeled. We've got a regular chest followed by a trap chest so that I can put them next to each other. And down here, there was a little area that I hollowed out. I've got a storage area here. This is where I would store all the stuff that I had mined until I could come up and sort it and take it. And I put food and leave myself items. Now, I built a big skylight. You might remember when we first came in, I said ignore that skylight. I built a big skylight so that I could tell when it was day or night. And this mine goes all the way down to eye level 12, I believe. And I did just rows and rows, and you can tell I did a lot of work. And it's just rows and rows like this, and it goes down and down. And this is about where I stopped. I was working on this, and then when I would run into a mine, I would label it. So I've got a mine here. So there's an underground mine through this door that way. So I've got it all labeled, and it goes all the way down to the bottom, which gets to another. And then let me show you upstairs to the bedroom. After I decided to hollow out this area here to make the kitchen, I went up, started building up to make a bedroom. Now I needed an infinite water source, so I decided, hey, we'll make a pool. So I have a pool, and then there's my horses. I did go get some horses, and I put them here, and one of them's got armor on. There's my tree farm. This is all fenced in. Everything in here is fenced in so I can work safely at night. Ah, no. Open. No. Come on. What the? Through. Okay. So yeah, that's my infinite water source, which I decided would be the bathroom. And then here is the bedroom, which has a little fire in the corner. And then I can go out here, and I cannot go through doors because of the lag. So there's that skylight I was talking about, and the door in is beneath us, and we got little sitting areas out here on the porch. And I have a self-clearing farm here. This is my tower farm. I had actually debated about building this farm on my hardcore Minecraft series, but I've decided against it because I just don't really need to. I'm going to go ahead and hit the switch, and I don't know if it really matters, but it's 3 levels of plants, and it's coming from the top level and flowing all the way down. So here soon we should get some water coming here. I can hear it coming. That's what she said. I'm just full of those today. It's because I'm tired, that's why. Because it's late at night and I'm waiting for my damn laundry to finish. That's why. Is it not coming down? Did I break it? I probably broke it. Let me see. Let me see where I broke it. I probably broke it somewhere. Probably right here when I messed around with this. What did I do? Did I mess something up? I think I did. I messed something up. I was trying to remember how I set this up, and I apparently broke something. So those pistons are supposed to move and let the water out, and the water comes out and it fills all this stuff, and all of it flows down to the bottom, and I broke it at some point. So I'm going to take you first to check out... Oh, I have one on me. I'm going to take you guys first to check out my underground dome. It's interesting. I was really proud of this. So I'm going to pause for a moment. It's horrible lag. Alright, I am back. And this is the tower you saw off in the distance. There's the house we just came from. And out there is my dome. Now, I started it through a tunnel from this tower here. I built a tunnel, and you can see it there under the water. And then I built this tower to take us there later. I'm going to take you this way instead of through the tower, because I want you guys to see the underground waterway that I built there, and mobs are starting to spawn, and I don't really care because I'm safe inside. I always build these towers with lots of glass so I can see what's going on. So let me take you this way. So I dug this underwater, and I put a lot of these lamps through so that it was well lit as I went. And I just kept digging, and I just would fill it in with dirt, put the glass around the edges, and then pull the dirt out. And I just kept doing that and doing that and doing that until I reached the end. Now I made a room down here. Now you'll notice there's doorways. This is how I went out and did my work. I have these doors all over the place, and I was able to... I would take a door out with me and I'd drop it on the ground and use that for an airway. And then here's the storage with the doors I was using. It took me a long time to do this, but I emptied it all out and I built an underwater garden. So this, and I put in a waterfall. And as I dug this out, I placed torches on fence posts so that I'd have floating candles all through the room. Now, I do have trouble with slime spawners or slime spawning in here. And here are my storage of stone and dirt because I had a lot of that from both of these. And then I have a mine shaft through here too. But this is my little sitting area. And there's the bed, which is a canopy of glass. And then my waterfall. And I dug all this out. Now, to get the dirt here, I had to dig a tunnel. So this door over here is my tunnel, and it goes all the way back to land. And then I would dig a hole in the wall, and I would, like this one here, and I would go AFK, and then I just let that, and I actually left it going while I was sleeping one night, and I came back here, and this room is so full of slimes. So that's that, and then this is where I was starting, I think, a mine shaft. I can't remember. Yeah, I think so. So that's, yep, that's my underwater city here that I started. I really was happy with this. I have thought about building this again. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorite builds I've done, which is why I wanted to show this part to you guys especially. It is one of my favorite rooms. And literally I just started at the base. I put a layer of glass to make my circle. I mapped the whole thing out. There's unlike mapping tools you can use to map out domes for Minecraft. And I mapped out the dome, and then I measured it out, and I counted it out, and I put out the glass, and I put down the dirt, and then I put down the glass, and I put down the dirt, and I did that until the whole thing was at the top. Then I came in from the underside and ripped the dirt out. So I made platforms for myself and ripped the dirt out, and then I just kept going down until I felt I was happy. And that's that. And then I have this tower going up here, which is pure water. This is just a ladder and water, and I'm apparently having a little trouble climbing it. Come on. Which takes us up here to my boat dock, which drops out a boat if you hit the button, and takes you off that way, which I have another base off on the other side of the water. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in my dispenser for later. So I'm not going to go off that way because I don't want any of the new biomes to spawn. But yeah, that's another base over there that I had started. So let's head back. I'm going to pause a moment again. And there's the tower we started from and the one we went underwater in. I'm going to take you to the next base. I will be right back. Over there is my mountain. This was why I built the house here. I fell in love with this mountain. I was like, I have to have that as a view. It's a great view. Check out that view. And I'm going to go ahead. I've got these rail lines, and I can't remember which one goes where I want to go. There's two of them. One of them takes us to the shore where I have a boat dock. Another one of those towers like the one we just left. The other one takes us to that base, which was my second base, and I think this is the one to the second base. But check out that mountain. Isn't that great? I love that. Welcome back. Hopefully I didn't get too distorted back there. If I cut out suddenly, that's why. So there's the main base that we started at. And over there's the tower that we left, and that's another tower. But this was my second base, and it is within sight of the first one. I don't like having you can see there I've got a walkway that brings you here as well. But I don't like having my animals too close to me because they're noisy. So I built this as my farm, and this is my tower room, and out there you can see is my farm. So let me take you down and show you the farm. This started out with just this this tower on this hill, and you can see it. I just kind of built down in here. So here's my infinite water pool again as a bathroom, and then I've got this little spy hole here. But this is where I started. I started out at the base right here, and I built my way up. So we've got a garden in here. Well, there was a garden here, and I took it out. I keep forgetting I have that infinite garden that I've broken. And then here is one of my mine shafts. I have those all over the place. They go down to diamond level. And then here's my farm. So we got sheep, and we got cows, and we got chickens, and we got pigs. And I made little pins for them to keep them out of the weather. And how did you get out of your pin? No. Dead chicken. Anyway, so yeah, and then all their food is here so that I can do whatever I need to do. I can shear them. I've got a saddle here. So I could ride around on the pigs, which was previously how you got around. Okay, so that is that. Let me head, and this is that tunnel I told you that goes all the way from the other main base to here. So I'm going to take the railway again and show you the next building. I will be right back. All right, welcome back. This is the end of the road here. This is another one of my my lighthouses, and this would lead to I drop a boat down there and head off that way. But this is just a quick stop. It doesn't actually go anywhere else, but it's going to take us straight back to the main tower. All this is interconnected. I have towers and railroads leading to every point. I like to, basically I would run a half a day, build a house, build a tower, and connect it so that I could travel by rail everywhere I had a base. So let me, I'm going to be right back again. I'm going to head over back to the main base, and then from there we're going to head off to the next one in the other direction. All right, welcome back. We have arrived at the next base, which really isn't that far. You can see my other base there, and there's actually a walkway through the woods there that takes you here. Anytime you see these dirt pillars, those indicate that there is a cave system there. I've got them all over the place. Every time I find a cave system, I'd mark them with a dirt pillar. This is my Nether Tower, my Nether home. Down here in the basement is my Nether portal. And it's not lit, huh? Did have it in the basement of the other building, but I moved it here because the noise is just creepy. So now we're going to head to the last base, which is my jungle base. I had forgotten that I actually had another base between here and my jungle biome over there. This was a staging point for the stronghold, which is located off there in the jungle. So all I've got here, which I'm going to sleep in, is my bed and a mine shaft and some storage. And that was pretty much it. I used this as a staging point to get to the stronghold, which is in that jungle over there. So I'm going to leave now and take you to that jungle biome. I did have to re-record this because the video was so warped, my audio was so warped that you could not understand a word I was saying. I don't know why it's doing it, it's driving me crazy. Okay, so I'll be right back. Welcome everybody to my jungle base. This one was the last base I built. It was a place for me to get to the stronghold. Oh, my phone is making music-y sounds here. There we go. It was a place for me to get to the stronghold. I had to pause there a moment. There was a lot of background noise around me, so I had to take care of that. So this was a place just for me to be able to get to the stronghold easily and safely. And this has a bed, a little fireplace, and then I have some storage downstairs. Very simple home, very simple layout. I've got some wood here, various items, and then my stronghold. Hello, kitty cat. I never did tame the cat. I need to tame the cat. And then this is my decorative area. I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. And then down here, across this walkway, that is the way to the stronghold. So the stronghold is across here and underground. I used ender pearls to find it, and it is down there. I never did go kill the ender dragon. So that's pretty much it for this tour. I just wanted to show you guys around my first ever Minecraft build that I ever did. I was really happy with it, and I don't think I've ever built anything as big since then, and I really should. I think I've been debating starting a new single player. I also have debated starting a single player Let's Play, but I've still got the hardcore series going, so until I die, I won't be doing anything like that. That's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of just a brief tour of my first ever Minecraft build. Please let me know what you think if you like it. Take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a Finian today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.